down here in Mattapan Square. Used to getting ready for snow removal. See how much money they waste this time moving snow. And the one thing I don't understand, the city of Boston is part of New England, so they should know that you're expected to have at least 3 or 4 good storms per year. In the last 5 or 6 years, we haven't really had any major snow. So this is to make up for at least some of those years that we didn't get snow. But you would think they have a better game plan of removing the snow. But guess not. I wonder how much it would cost for the city of Boston to buy one of those snow melters. It probably costs about $250,000 to $500,000, somewhere around there. Depending on what size you get too, but you don't nothing too big, just enough to melt snow. I think it would be cheaper than having all these trucks haul stuff back and forward. Yeah, I think it would be, yeah. It'll pay for itself. It would. You just need one. You don't need too many of them. One, and you can move it to other parts of the city as needed. I think he's dropping off fuel over there. That's another thing. I'm about to say it. Those of you who own homes, when you're faced with inclement weather like snow, you need to shovel out your utilities, like your meter for your electrical, your meter for your gas, your fill valves and air vents for your oil, if you have it. A lot of homeowners don't even know where they're located at. Your exhaust vents. A lot of these new houses have these power vents that's only about 3 or 4 feet from the ground. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you should, as a homeowner, know how to do or be aware of. Now, even if you're not aware of what to do, at least know where it's located. I'm not going to say who the person is, but I stopped by. I said, you got to shovel out those vents. They're like, what vents? I said, don't you heat your house with oil? They're like, yeah, I'm expecting delivery soon. I said, well, how's the guy gonna get under there? And they're like, underwear. I said, to fill your tank. And they don't even know. They don't know where it's at. So I guess they're waiting for a certain time. Maybe when these cars clear up out of here, when the store's closed, then they can move all the snow out of here. On Hyde Park Ave, I believe it was Hyde Park Ave, they already have it powered up in piles. So it's all ready to scoop away. They do got some piles here. But on top of Hyde Park Ave, they got nice big piles where the I guess the front end loader piled it all up, and now it's just ready to scoop away. Another truck pulling up over there. Like I said, I'm not too sure what time they're gonna start. Um, the snow. The weird thing is the snow bin. The mayor lifted the snow bin at 6 o'clock. So if they would have did this earlier, then they could have still incorporated that with the snow bin. But now it's like the snow bin's not in effect. So you're hoping that all these cars leave once the store is closed. Unbelievable. So these trucks got the doors on the back. I wonder why they got the doors on the back now. Somebody left a comment in about the video I did about DOT regulations. Doors have to be in the back of the trucks. It's creating a road hazard. And they pulled up the section, the clause, and everything. And I said, and this person happened to be a member of the local 25, so I know they know what they're talking about. And they probably, I'm not gonna say who they are, but they probably said something. There's another thing that people are troublesome about. See how this truck has DOT numbers on it and label? A lot of people are upset with Metro Towing because they're not putting the labels on the side of their truck. I can't make them do it, but a lot of people are pissed off about that. And I can understand why. Because they have to do it. Kiki Towing has to do it. Everybody else has to do it. So they're trying to figure out why Metro Towing doesn't do it, and they tow for the police. I said, hey, you're more than welcome to argue your complaint, and you will win. I know how to get it done, but I'm not going to say nothing. Let's see how long they do it. Every truck has a DOT number on it and the label on both sides of the truck. It's part of DOT regulations, so you have to do it. There's no if and there's no guesswork. It's not like I do it tomorrow or next week. If you want that truck on the road, get it registered, get it insured, get it done the right way. And these trucks here, I believe they have the heated beds in the back too. These ones here. It's also a different company too. So look like they're almost ready to rock and roll. Get enough trucks. This stuff is freezing up too, so just so you guys know, the temperature has dropped significantly over the night, as the night, or I should say as the night fall. It was a little above freezing earlier, like during the daytime, but now I think that stuff is freezing up. So this truck here, see how he has it on the on the dump, but he's supposed to actually have the marking on the door itself. So I mean, it's supposed to be on the door. You can't get it, and there's no DOT number on there either. So I don't know how they got away with that, but these trucks are supposed to always be inspected before they even leave the. Especially when you have a city contract, somebody's supposed to enforce that. Now, some people say the truck team is supposed to do it. Some people say DOT is supposed to do it. I think both of them are supposed to do it, but the question is, are they doing it? Truck team is definitely supposed to enforce it. What's happening? How you doing?
Hey, now, I don't want to be on the news now.
You want to be on the news?
No, I don't want to be on there.
You want to be on the news? Next week, right?
Never.
Never. I hear you, my man.
Right there on Charlotte Street when all that bullshit was happening over there.
Yeah. Take care, my man. Yes, sir. Like this snow here be kind of hard to move because they got these little pillars in the way. You can move a certain amount, but once you get to the curb, it's gonna be kind of hard to get that out of there unless you kind of back drag it out. Like, I don't know why they don't use the roll-offs, right? The day of the snowstorm or day before the snowstorm, drop off a couple of roll-offs in different areas. Fill up the roll-offs, have a truck pick them all up, come back with some more roll-offs and do the same thing. It's not hard to do. All you do is prepare it properly. You say, hey, I need about 6 roll-offs. Can you drop them off in Mattapan Square? Company be more than glad to drop them off for you, as long as you're paying them. Load up the roll-offs, truck can take them all up out of there. You come back and fill up a couple of more. Now, roll-offs are easier to load up than these trucks here. And I think the roll-offs, if you get a 30-yarder, I think it holds more than these trucks, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, for 30 yard, well, actually, I already know the answer. That 30 yard is bigger than those trucks because the 30 yard is longer and it's higher up. Get all 30 yarders and fill them up, or you can get a couple of 40s. They even got 50s now too. They got big ones. It's definitely cold out here. It's got one of those cold weather warnings. Auto service and tire. If you ever need a tow or auto repair service, you can check them out, Mattapan. Like I said, I'm too sure when they're going to start the actual work. They've been waiting out here for the last hour or so, so they must have a certain time. Maybe when the store's closed. Right now, just hurry up and wait. Yeah, so a 30 yarder will be longer than this, and it's a lot higher than that. So it probably hold about twice the amount of that right there. This is probably help me out with the size on this truck right here. What's this? I'm gonna guess to say it's a. I'm trying to calculate. I don't know, it's kind of hard. I'm gonna say like a 6 yarder. That makes sense. No, that's bigger than a 6 yarder. 6 and 6, 12. Maybe a 12 yarder. Maybe. I don't know. Only way to find out, ask one of the drivers. So the best way to get the right answer is ask one of those guys what size truck is that. And they should know. I should know because I dealt with trucks before, and I don't know the answer. I'm going to guess and say this is a 20 yarder. I'm on a limb saying it's a 20 yarder, but I'm asking what size truck those are. What's up, my man? How you doing? Going out to get a tow? Got Chase over here. What's going on, my man? On your way out to get a tow, huh? No, not yet. I might be out. See you in action. Keep up the good work. Yes, sir. You're doing a good job out there, man. Keep up the good work. Huh? Yeah, they're gonna be doing a snow removal down here. We'll see how it works out. You know, it is what it is. You trying to come out? I don't. Trying to come out. Just pull up a little bit. He's trying to come out. I got a question. What size truck is that? How much in the back of that truck?
What do you mean?
What size load?
Oh, 24 ton.
24?
Yeah.
Like how many yards?
How many yards?
Yeah.
It's like 18 yards.
18 yards? Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right. It's 18 yards, so I'm kind of off a little bit. He's gonna pull out in a second. 18 yards. So a 30. Obviously, a 30 is larger than a 20 or 18. it doesn't matter. You got auto service and tire, hitting the road out there, doing this thing. So 18, which is not a bad size, but I think if you got the 30 yardage, you're obviously going to hold more, and you can take more for your bang. So, because the 30 yardage is a lot longer and taller, so you tell them to back up a little bit. They might be getting ready to start now. We'll find out. We'll hang around for a little bit and see what we see. Mind you, it's cold out here. All this that wasn't, like, all this is frozen. So anything that was liquid is now ice. So any sliding and slipping is done because driver error. Like I said, they're going up that way. So they're all heading up that way now. So I might go up that way and see where they're going, because it's just like maybe in the meeting ground. And they all look like they're heading up that way. Well, a couple of them heading up that way, not all. A few heading up that way, I should say. And I guess they're going to different locations. They're not all going to the same location. So it all depends on who's following who. They got them up in like teams, like so that all that runoff there that's ice. You step on that, you're gonna go for a dive. They just pulled up right there, so they didn't go too far. They literally just stopped like right there. No trucks over 2.5 ton. I guess that's because of the bridge that's up there. 2.5 ton capacity. Alright guys, I'm gonna head up out of here. Just want to, well, maybe not right away, but just want to give you an idea what he's moving snow now over there. Just maybe getting it ready. Those trucks, in my opinion, these are probably the best tractors, front end loaders, I should say, for moving snow. Because they're able to maneuver a little bit better than the bigger ones. Not bad. We got another bank of trucks that just pulled up over there. They might have a different destination that they're going to. Hey, what's happening? How you doing? Tell him to make a turn and come around and park on the side over there. He could make that turn. He's got to back up maybe once or twice. What's up, my man? How you been? All right. So he got a nice angle. He's gonna start scooping up and dumping it in. Just watch out for the cars that don't want to yield to you coming out. But other than that, I think they're gonna work it out pretty good. The reason why there's a lot of traffic up here because they're removing snow further down up there, so that's why you see so much traffic over here. So anybody trying to go up inbound on Blue Hill Ave, you know, you got snow removal. That's what's going on up there. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it because this is, you know, probably the best time to do it. Maybe a little later, but it is what it is. What man doing? Pretty good so far. Getting rid of all the snow, making room for more. I think we got a couple of small storms coming up Thursday and Friday, or Wednesday and Thursday. A lot of work, man, a lot of work. Hey, how you doing?
I watch you every freaking night.
You watch me every night?
Every night. Swear to God.
Yes, sir. Keep.
This one.
All right, cool. Take care, my man. He said he watched me every night. I wasn't gonna come out and do a video, but I said let me just do one because I haven't done any in a while. So I said let me come out and do a few of them. I mean, you get to see the snow removal. And a lot of people don't get out the house, so they get to at least get to see what's going on, you know. I'm gonna try to improve, like get better at this. I'll see what I can do. Get to see them moving snow in Mattapan Square. It's gonna be all night, probably early morning. It's a lot of work, a lot of manpower. It's not easy, you know. I tell you one thing, I'm not gonna be out here all night though. So I'm gonna let them fill up this truck. Once this truck fills up, I might stay for another truck, and I'll probably head up out of here. That might be the last scoop right there. We'll see. I guess that's the last one right there. I'll park on that side over there if you do. Well, you go further down, yeah. I'm gonna move that car in a second, man. I'll make it easier for him.
That's yours?
Yeah. 'Cause I'm good?
It's gonna help a little, but
There's a lot of cars though, so it makes kind of congested when he's trying to. I mean, they still can do it, but a lot of drivers they're not able to maneuver, so you got to be careful with the drivers. Overall, they're doing a good job getting rid of the snow curb to curb. Put your headlights on. Your lights. Your headlights. There you go. They got them on now. A lot of people drive with no lights on. I almost did it one time though. So I mean, sometimes you look down, you don't realize your dashboard is dark. And I did it one time. Walk down to get an image of the other tractor over here. He's doing the same thing that this gentleman is doing. We're further down over here, right up in there. They're basically getting rid of all the piles of snow. Which is a good thing, because you don't want to have a lot of snow accumulated. Then then it becomes a road hazard because you can't see pedestrians, you can't see other cars. And so you do want to get rid of the majority of the high lying snow. You're not going to be able to get rid of all of it, but the one that could be creating a hazard, basically. You gotta be careful. There's a lot of cars making U-turns right here, so you gotta be careful for those cars and the cars that are going straight. Overall, they're doing a pretty good job. Not bad, So they take this snow tool at what they call a snow farm. So it's a big, excuse me, it's a big lot where they dump a lot of snow at and just leave it there to melt. I don't know where the actual snow farms are. I have to look it up now because I forget where they said the snow farms are. But it's a big lot where they just dump a lot of snow, pile it up. They have another tractor that kind of packs it higher and higher. And that's pretty. Overall, the sidewalks are pretty good. So I guess the whoever does the sidewalks with the local business, they did a pretty good job on the sidewalks. It's just a matter of moving the snow that's kind of like out in the street. And that's the difference of having a tractor like that, because you can back drag it out. You could back drag it the other way with the scoop all the way down. I think he's doing a pretty good job the way he's doing it though. Take a quick walk down to the other side right quick. See how they're doing. Not bad, you know. Got it to a manageable. You want to get it down to a manageable size.
You went to the general, 2120.
That's actually fun though. Doing that is, you don't realize it, but it's actually fun. They're making it happen up here. It's almost, I figure I stop this at an hour. I've been out here for 50 minutes. I hang off another 10 minutes. Then I cut off at an hour. How that sound? It looked like two truckloads. Two truckloads does a pretty good amount. Cause I think all the rest of this he might be able to fit in one truck. We'll see. Overall, he's doing I think he's doing a pretty good job. I think you're doing a great job. Better than most people, anyway. He's got the curb. He's got the sidewalk. He's got everything that needs to be done. Alright guys, I gave you guys about an hour and I don't know, like 4 minutes of video, which is pretty good. Get to see what they're doing, clean up the area, get rid of all the heavy snow, making room for more snow if we get any. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I didn't want to be out here doing 2 or 3 hour long video. Some people actually do watch those videos. I seen the guy that watches videos that are like 3 hours long. It is interesting. You get to see different things, different methods. This guy seemed like he got a good strategy on how they move the snow, so he's doing pretty good. Maybe I'll wait till he get this last. He does this last scoop right here, then I cut it off. It wouldn't be fair to not give him the justice that he deserves. Maybe he's gonna stop right there. But at least you get to see what they're doing. They clean up the all the snow in Mattapan Square as much as they can. I know it's gonna be difficult down here because they got cars parked here. Later on, those cars probably will move. We'll see. Last time they had a bobcat and they had a tractor doing the same thing that he's doing. But he's doing a great job all by himself. Yeah, he cleared all that out. You got all this cleared out right here.
Bob 2112 North Hampton Street on Harrison Ave. On the 35 North Hampton Street side for a high-rise response. 112 San Luis a local alarm, 35 out of 4 to mile out. 35 North Hampton, 29-story high-rise. Something's going. Out of 4 and 29-story high-rise, left.
That's how you do it. It's like that. Whoever invented that kind of bucket did a good job in the invention. I don't know if you guys remember years ago, they didn't have those kind of buckets. So you had to kind of improvise. But now that they got these, I don't know the proper name for that. I would call it an open scoop, but that might not be the correct name for it. So you see how much easier it makes it, so you can scoop up the snow where you don't have to keep pushing it and pushing it. Makes it a whole lot easier. That's why I said these are the better snow, the better front end loaders for snow removal. They're designed for moving gravel, dirt, all kind of stuff like that too. As you can see, he did a pretty good job. I mean that's actually good. Like, if you look at overall, there's very little snow left over. Like, very little snow left over. The majority of it is gone. All right, guys, I'm headed out of here. We're gonna be out here all night moving snow, but I figure I'll show you guys a little something down here at Mattapan Square. I guess that truck is gonna go over there and get topped off on the side over here.
Car 4 to file. Lost the company's car 4. Someone come in.
All right, catch you guys on the next one. Be safe out there, guys.
Off with the company, so someone come in.